Hi, Cancer. This is Carrie at Wooing Nature. I hope all is well. Welcome to October, and this is your reading. I'm going to be reading from the Sacred Earth Oracle and from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then I will finalize this reading structure with the Tarot of 1001 Nights so that we can get your full story. So I'm going to start off by pulling or accessing the Sacred Earth Oracle for 2 cards, representing your yin and yang, both sides of yourself, shadow and light, whichever way you want to think about it. And we're going to see what you end up with, and you ended up with ready but waiting and unity. Ready but waiting and unity. So I'm going to start with ready but waiting. So this to me indicates a preparation time. So October is a time for preparation. It's a time for you to really align everything, align your chakras, clear your chakras, clean your chakras, do all of that. You need to really make sure that everything is clear because this is heavy download time for everybody. People are getting lots and lots of downloads. People are getting lots of spiritual messages. They're getting indications of what they're going to do next and what they're going to have to be involved in and what they're going to have to do to prepare it. So in October, you need to be clear, free and clear. I recommend fasting. I recommend diet changes. I recommend lots of water. I recommend lots of meditation, spending time out in nature, getting away from your vices. If it's anything that you are viced up with, that you might want to take a pause from that, because by doing that, it can center you in a certain way. And so then we have unity. And the way that you need to be centered, by the way, is so that the message can come through very clearly. So unity here is about bringing it all together. It's about taking all the pieces that you've learned, everything that you have had in terms of experience, and everything under the sun, everything under the moon, everything under the stars that pertains to you, and bringing it all together so that what you're looking at is your world. This is the world as you see it, the world as you have conceived it, and also the world as you have created it to be. It is yours. Like nobody can. I know that the world is a thing, right? And that everybody has to get along in the world, and there's certain rules, regulations as far as that's concerned. But the world that you are existing in on an individual basis is the one that I'm talking about. And it's you having a handle on that, you being very clear about what that is for you, and being clear that you have done it. So the experience that you're having is the experience you created, and you created that experience from your own inner self. And you created the experience to heal you. You created the experience to teach you, and you created it so that you would, so that it would be indelible, so that it would make an indelible impression upon your own mind, so that your mind can shift and change right along with the energy of the time. So for those of you who are star seeds, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those of you who are just awakening on that journey, you'll start to see the evidence of that as you're moving on, okay? Or as you're moving along. But yes, this is not about other people telling you how to live your life. This is not about other people making suggestions about the way that you live and the way that you operate, and what you should and shouldn't do. It isn't about that. It is really 100% about you knowing yourself, understanding who you are in context with the changes that are happening, and then being able to say unequivocally, yes, this is me, or no, this is not for me, and this is the way that I'm going to conduct my life moving forward. That's just what it is. All right, so while I was talking, I moved on into the wisdom of the oracle. We've got here at the center the number 4 with a higher power. So to me, again, this is the time for you to make those connections and to unify all of those pieces together. Your higher spirit, your higher order, God, angels, his assembly, all of that is trying to reach you. Definitely your third eye chakra needs to be open and clear. That's why you need to do that cleansing of all the chakras. Now, it's no need in opening up your third eye chakra if the rest of the chakras are closed, okay, or blocked. It's not going to help you. You'll see things and you won't be able to assimilate them. You'll get messages, but you won't feel, it won't materialize, that kind of thing. So that's why it's important to get that foundation. Just in your recent past, you've had some lessons or some experiences of some sort that have helped you to see who your tribe is, who your people are, who you are truly connected to. I just want to make it clear that just because they're your blood kin family doesn't necessarily mean they're a part of your tribe. Some people, their blood kin people are their tribe, and some people it is not. So you're really going to have to go to the spirit on this one, and that comes in with the number 8. So I'm feeling like you've had this experience already. This is already something that you've done, and you probably are a little bit clearer about who your people are than you were before. And then moving into the near future, you're discerning what's for you and what's not for you. And again, that's based on these downloads. That's based on a clean chakra, a clear chakra channel. That's also based on what you learned from this experience here. You'll be able to say, no, I'm not making that move, or yes, I am making that move. And these are the reasons why. This is aligned with my spirit being, but this is not. And that's going to be really important. And again, that's going to come from the downloads that you are now going to be receiving, or that you are receiving. All right, Cancer. We're moving right along into the tarot. All right, let's see what we have for Cancer for the month of October. We want to get some detail their experiences here. We've got a 3 of Pentacles in reverse. The 3 of Pentacles to me is about people being able to work together, collaborations, partnerships of some kind. We have the Queen of Wands that also came up, and the Queen of Wands for me represents independence, a person of an independent nature with independent. They're of an independent. They're independent. They're not. It's easy for them to be themselves in an environment. Okay. So if there are collaborations, then this is where you want to be in the collaboration that you're in. Okay. I've got a 4 of Pentacles here, so it looks like somebody is showing you some new territory, or they're showing you something that you haven't seen before. It may be some new collaborations. It could be with a female fire sign person that you're making this connection with. Or it could just be a fire sign person. Doesn't necessarily have to be a female. But somebody who's comfortable with their feminine energy, that's for sure. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. All right, so with this 4 and then the 4 of the Emperor with the 4 of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse, I am looking at about your foundation, about your structure, about how that's shaping up. I feel like whoever this person is that may be showing you some new ropes, that's where you need to really pay attention to the structure. If that structure does match what it is that you visualize yourself being a part of, or visualize yourself being with, you'll need to pay attention to that. All that glitters isn't gold. That's what I keep hearing there, is that they may be showing you something that looks like the goal, but it doesn't have the proper structure that it needs in order for it to have any sort of longevity. So you'll just want to pay attention to that. I'm not saying they do or they don't. I'm saying pay attention to that. All right, and so then we have the Knave of Wands in reverse. To me, that means that you're going to have to stop looking at what it is that you want and actually start getting into it a little bit more. Don't be afraid to do that. We have the Lovers in reverse here, which to me, again, kind of harkens back to this 3 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like there are some partnerships, or there is some collaborations. Something about it doesn't seem to be quite gelling, and I feel like it has something to do with this Emperor in reverse, because the structure might not be suitable to your calling or suitable to what it is that you're trying to do. We've got a King of Chalices in reverse, and to me, my concern there is that you are a water sign. Chalices are water signs. King of Chalices would represent the water sign people or water sign energy in its um, in its most mature state, or its most evolved state, because it is the king. The King of Chalices is able to give, gives freely, understands giving in a certain way. They also know when to give and when not to give. They know how to give. And they're also comfortable with going with their intuition as well. But with this being in reverse, it tells me that this is probably you in the scenario, and you may not be feeling that, or you may not be exercising that energy. It's there because it's the King of Chalices showed up, but it's in reverse, which a lot of times feels like, you can be a little apprehensive or fearful about sharing yourself with other people, or sharing your ideas with other people, because again, we are talking about some form of collaboration here, is what I'm seeing. um, and this could be a relationship, like a love relationship, but I'm not getting that. What I'm getting is that this is more or less about, um, this to me feels, I guess, like work. I guess it always does. We have the Venerable Woman in reverse, also another card, Cancer, that tells me that spiritually you need to line up. There looks like there's some aligning that has to happen. There's definitely an alignment that needs to happen here. I feel like what's happening is it's one of those things where you're close but no cigar. You're really close to being able to create the structure that you're looking for with this Four of Pentacles. You're close to it, but you got to be careful about it, because everyone's alignment is different, Cancer. Your alignment may not be the same alignment as somebody else. And that goes without saying. I don't even think we need to go that far in saying that at all. We've got the Nine of Wands also in reverse, which to me is just like a continuation of this story here, about being able to see what it is that you desire and then to go with it. You have to, um, I don't know, this Nine of Wands here. This Nine of Wands. This Nine of Wands always confuses me in this deck. It really does, because I just don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't know. Like, whenever I get this card, that's how I feel. Like, I don't really know what you're doing here. I don't know if you're trying to climb the tree, get out the tree, look for somebody who's up the tree. Why somebody up the tree when you need to be more grounded at this time? If that other individual is up the tree, what are you looking at? You're looking down at me. I'm looking up at you. What are you seeing? I'm not seeing what you're seeing. So, I don't know, like, are you in search of somebody? Are you in search of somebody else? Are you looking for the right partner and you can't seem to find it? Or maybe the partner is just out of reach. It could be that, but I still feel like it goes along with this card, which is you got to jump in. You got to jump in. You're not going to find out how things really do work until you jump in there, Cancer. So make sure you're jumping in. Make sure you're jumping in. All right, please help me clarify anything from this card. Eight of Pentacles here. Still building, still developing your tools, your knack, your things your niche, all of that. You're still developing. You're not quite ready for the big time. You're not quite ready to reveal for the reveal. You're still working on yourself. You're still working on your plan, your strategy. You've got to get out. You've got to get off the hill and into the mix of things. I feel like that's what's going to really help you see where you are and who you're really dealing with. Because you got to deal with some people. You got to deal with some people. And you have to be able to see. You know how when you go to a house or you're looking for a new house or a new apartment or whatever, and you go and you look and you're like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Well, that's cute. I like that too. But then you walk into that house and you're like, oh, no, that's it. You may not have been able to tell from Zillow. You might not have been able to tell from the pictures on the internet. But when you walked into the space, then you were like, oh, yeah, that's the place that I need to be in. That's the same energy. So I don't know if some of you all are doing that. You're actually moving to a new place. I wasn't getting that from the cards at all. I was really getting that that this is about some sort of project or partnership or business concept or work. It's something related to work to me. I don't really see it as necessarily being about a romance or a love relationship, maybe with that Nine of Wands, but we've got Wands, we've got Pentacles, we have you here as the King of Chalices. Other than that, it's Pentacles. It's Pentacles and Wands. So things that you're passionate about, but things that are also make sure that your experience on planet Earth is comfortable. And that's material. Pentacles is the material plane. Wands is the spiritual plane. And then you, of course, are Chalices is an emotional plane. So trust your spirit. Trust your spirit. Trust your spirit. Let your spirit be the guide on a lot of this. And you should be fine. All right, Cancer, that's your reading for October. If you need to take a deeper dive, you want to get a reading for yourself, you can find me. Information is in the description box below. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes. Thank you for everything, for hanging on and hanging in with me. As always, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful October, and I hope you have a fabulous life.